Hey there, everybody. How we doing? You know what I forgot to do earlier today? I forgot to give this little thing right here away. That's right. I forgot to give it away. That's exactly what happened to me. So we're going to announce the winner here in just a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and kind of just give you a bit in case anybody is here, in case anybody wants to chat. I'm here. I'm available. And I figure, hey, why not? Might as well, right? It's tonight. It's whenever it is. And I figure since I'm here and since I'm live, I might as well just go ahead and hop in and see if anybody's here. And if anybody wants to chit chat, I am more than willing. For those that didn't catch it, I've actually got a link down in the description below and you can kind of catch where this was coming from. And so what I did was I actually went to Walmart, picked one of these up. If you're looking for a lavalier mic, man, these things are a hot ticket item, and you can't really find any anywhere. They have pretty much cleaned out most of the shelves out there, and with Amazon only shipping like necessary items, what that winds up doing is it makes it a little bit more difficult to find things because you want to try to pick stuff up like this, and you can't really do it. And so what I did is I actually did this... what was it? It was a giveaway, essentially. Well, a 3-Minute Thursday is essentially what this was. And so I was doing 3-Minute Thursday just to try to give people some tips. And I think it was the video last Thursday. Again, I've got it linked down here. And it was smartphone tips. So that's kind of what it was. It was those smartphone tips. And I said at the end of it, that if you stuck around and you waited that long for this, what I was going to do was give this little thing away. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I said I was going to announce it this morning during our podcast, the Vlogpastors podcast that Jared Brown from A Bite to Brownie and I have been doing. However, I failed at that. I failed miserably. I completely spaced it off. And I got home this evening, walked in the bedroom, and there it was, sitting right on my dresser. And I thought, you know what? I better go ahead and I better get this. So, looks like Dawn is here, and for some reason my graphics trying to jump over your name. Dawn's in the house saying, "Hola, how you doing, Dawn?" Henry also in the house saying, "Which was a game changer?" The game changer, I'm assuming, Henry, you are talking about that 3-Minute Thursday video. It was, yeah. I would have to say, I mean, humbly, of course, have to say that video is a real game changer because it gives different people, especially ministers out there, some new insights as to how to actually do this stuff. And so that was the thing that it's like, I mean, little tips. And it really seemed like the number one tip that everybody loved. It was such a subtle thing for me that I didn't even realize, but I knew I had to put it in there because I thought maybe people don't realize it. And it was this little guy here. That guy. The rear camera. Not that little one up there, but that one back there. That little rear camera, one of those things that all of a sudden, when you realize that that takes better video, it's like, whoa. And the problem, and I've seen a few videos like that just this last week that people were doing it again, doing the selfie camera, and then they're looking at themselves in the camera, which if I'm going to be looking at myself in the camera, it's going to be looking like this, where I'm not actually making eye contact with you. And it becomes just slightly distracting versus doing this right here. So that was just one of those things. So just, yeah, loved it. Love giving that type of information. Dustin, yo, what is up? Just kind of hopping in. Little late night chat session right here. Harley jumping in as well and saying, wow, 2 lives in 1 week. Yes, not only 2 lives in 1 week, 2 lives in 1 day. And that is all because of an epic failure on my part in announcing the winner of this. So I don't want to keep anybody waiting too much longer. I'm going to go ahead and get to this. And so what I did, I've got this little app here. We had 12 entries. And so this is just a name picker. Let's see if I can get it to focus in on it. So we've got 12 entries in here. And that's what I wound up happening. So they're randomly in there. I do not know which is which. I have no clue. I can even tap that little refresh button and it will switch them up. And so not quite sure what's going on there. Not sure who we've got. But how about we go ahead and we pick the winner of this right here lavalier mic. Sound like a plan? All right, drum roll, please. And the winner is David Clinkscales. Well, this is going to be fun for me because David is in Romania and I have to now get that to him. But David Clinkscales, you won the lavalier mic, so I'll be reaching out to you and checking base with you here in just a little bit. Get that one to you. That's kind of fun. David is a missionary out there in Romania, and so I am all for trying to help them out with what they've got going on. And you're the winner. You're getting this lavalier mic right here. And for those that don't have one of those mics, I still do recommend, even though Amazon is kind of having issues because of the not wanting to ship things, it's still kind of one of those that you could just actually hop on and try to find like a local Walmart or something like that. So I'll be reaching out to David. Henry just actually gave me a really good idea. He says it might be cheaper to buy one on a local Amazon store and drop ship it. I will be reaching out to David and I will find out what's up. If he did happen to find one, I know there were several ministers that saw this and they knew what was going on. They knew I was giving it away, but they've still been looking for something. So if he happened to pick one up in the meantime, then I'll just catch him on Venmo or Cash App and just throw him a little that way. So yes, definitely congratulations to David on that. This is definitely kind of exciting. I'm glad that there are so many ministers out there that are really jumping on. I don't know if you guys caught the live stream this morning. Jared and I were hopping on, do a live stream on Thursdays. We're going to start doing it more consistently, aiming for 10 a.m. Central Time. And that one, what we were doing is this thing we're calling the Vlog Pastors Podcast. And what we were talking about is how excited we are for really the ministry as a whole, the church as a whole, that are really just kind of jumping in and trying to do some of this stuff, really kind of press into online content, to social media, and using it as a medium to then minister to their people, but also continue to share the gospel. So definitely something that I'm excited for on that. I've been kind of watching what was going on over the last couple years, as many of you know, doing a lot of stuff here on YouTube myself, and to see now, it's never a good thing that, we've got this widespread virus that is obviously taking lives and wreaking havoc. But I do enjoy what is happening, at least now, with ministers and ministries realizing, you know what, we've got to start thinking outside of the box of the four square walls of our church. So that is kind of a blessing in this moment that we have. And I do like to look for those type of silver linings and things like that. So Henry saying, totally recommending the Vlog Pastors Podcast. Absolutely. And we'll be rolling that out. Hopefully tomorrow it'll start dropping on some of the podcast platforms. So that's what the plan is. It's going to be live streamed right here on YouTube. Maybe integrating it with Facebook here in the next couple weeks and try to do some multi-streaming. And that'll be at 10 a.m. Central Time that Jared and I are kind of meeting. Hopefully to bring some guests down the road for you guys as well. And then for those that don't want to catch the live stream and they don't want to do the live interacting, well, hey, we'll have it for you in audio form the following day. Or you can always just come back here to YouTube and watch the replay. So that's kind of what we got going on there. So Dustin, gotta go. Good night. See you later. Have a good one. I'm not going to hang out here too much longer. I just wanted to hop on really first and foremost to give this, and then just kind of say hey to you guys, especially those that are jumping in on a last minute thing, just to say hey. But I forgot to do this. I forgot to give it away. And I said I was going to. Man of my word, got to come back and do it. So that's what we did. But yeah, if you guys... I'll stick around here for just a couple minutes. I had another couple ideas that I wanted to throw by you. So if you've got any questions, like I said, I'm probably only going to be on here for another 5 minutes or so, but if you've got some quick questions you want to fire away, go ahead and do that. One of the things that I was wanting to mention, because of a lot of this type of stuff, I'm going to see if I can find it here real quick. And here was just another idea for you guys that can look. Hold just a second. I am back. That was a long walk. One of the other things that you might be interested in looking at, if you have a more traditional microphone. So say I've got this thing. This is the Rode Video Micro, and that's just a dead cat on it. So just this little shotgun mic, which, by the way, my favorite mic, period. Yes, I have this Shure SM7B right here, and I absolutely love this thing. But this thing is still my favorite microphone for the money, for the price that it costs coming in at like, I don't know, $60, I think. You cannot find a better sounding microphone than this thing. But one of the things that I wanted to kind of share with you guys on this. So if you look at this, this is the cable that would come with one of these, and it often comes with a lot of different microphones. And we'll see if the focus is going to be able to kind of catch this, if I can hide. Okay, so if you look at that, you see the two different rings on there. That's a tip ring sleeve, and this is just a regular TRS cable, regular for microphone. However, on your smartphones, if you've ever noticed on the back end of them, they actually have another little black ring. They're a TRRS cable, so it's a tip ring sleeve. And Rode actually makes one of these, and there's a few other places that do as well. This is a TRS to TRRS patch cable. And what this would actually allow you to do is this would allow you to connect one of these to one of these. And so for those pastors that are out there, you may be looking at something like that, because you may have some shotgun style microphones laying around and just be thinking, how do we do this? I don't have a lavalier style microphone that has the TRRS cable on it, but I do have one of these microphones. What could I do? It normally comes with this, and this doesn't work. And essentially what that's doing is that extra little ring on there is allowing it to have a microphone and a headphone, which is, of course, is what your cell phones have. So that's something else that you could kind of look. I've even used some of these. I think I had mentioned it in my vlog. This was one of the adapters I was looking for, and I could not find it. But that's how we actually connected sound booth at our church into some of our live streaming. So when I was using it on my phone, I was using one of those patch cables to do that. And it allowed me to take the microphone jack out from my soundboard. Granted, it was the 1/4 inch, and so it was one of those, and then it went down to the TRS into a TRRS. So just an extra little thing that there's a lot of ways out there. There's a lot of things to do. And really my suggestion for ministries out there is, you know what, when you're trying to figure out what to do, if you've got an idea, go ahead and mention it. So mention it to somebody, ask somebody about it. Say, hey, is there any way that we can possibly do this? Diana Gladney in the house saying the stream looks great. Diana, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love you dearly. And honestly, you guys are seeing this new setup on this stream. Honestly, Diana Gladney has been a huge influence on the look and the feel of this, because I am operating Ecamm Live, and Diana is the one that turned me on to Ecamm Live. And even back when I was doing vMix, I was just looking for a PC version of Ecamm Live and trying to work extra hard to make it do what only she and Ecamm could do. So that's one of those things. And of course, now I'm also because it's eCam, I have to run on a Mac. So I've got the MacBook to be able to do that. But yeah, that's the kind of I wanted to hop on here real quick. Wanted to kind of let people know, David Clinkscales, congratulations. You won this microphone. I will get a hold of you and try to figure out if there is any way possible that I can ship that to you out there in Romania. We'll figure something out. I'll be reaching out. We'll get it figured out for sure. That's all I got for you guys tonight. I have not eaten yet, so I need to go and I need to get me some food. I love y'all. Until the next time I see you, I just want you all to stay blessed, enjoy God's best, and have a good day.